Hi, I'm Rifhan. I'm a co-founder here at Corzent, and I also work as a senior tech lead. My expertise are in .NET and AWS. How I entered the tech world, I would say, is by accident. I had an initial interest in networking and all of that, but when it came to my academics, I decided to take software engineering because some of my colleagues were getting into that and just wanted to be part of the same lecture and so on. But midway through, I liked it, I enjoyed it, and here I am. How I became a co-founder and got into leadership. I think at the start of my career, I was a very curious person. I enjoyed solving problems, and I always got into the depth of things. So I was that kind of guy. I think that curiosity in me and that drive in me kind of brought me to where I am. Apart from that, it took a lot of courage and collaboration to be a co-founder. If you look at our co-founding team, we come with a lot of complementary skills in product development itself. So that's how I fit into the puzzle. And from the family front, I am young and I also have a young family. So it took a lot of courage from my side to make the move to be an entrepreneur. Coding is the only skill that you need to be a good developer. I think I'd like to debunk that myth, mainly for two reasons. So first, in the current day and age, we have Gen AI coming into the picture, and Gen AI is generally used as a co-pilot for developers, so as an assistant, right? So it helps write code faster, I would say, and it's never been easier than now to actually write code. The second reason is with COVID, it has entirely changed the working model. So we work on a hybrid basis, or we work completely remote, or we work in different co-located places. So written communication has never been more important. You need to be able to write things and explain to people in different locations in a written form. So that's another skill that's important and comes as a complementary skill. Some other complementary skills are having this user-focused mindset when it comes to building features. So you need to understand what value you're delivering to your user and be obsessed around that. And also personally having a growth and continuous improvement mindset when it comes to building features on a day-to-day basis, bringing the simplicity into the picture. Always start with a simple solution and then add complexity as you go. Overall, building a very lean and agile mindset will allow you to stand out among the rest. So coding will actually bring you into the industry, but I believe it won't allow you to grow and be a good developer inside the industry. I'm a command line guy because of the fact that I like to get into the depths of things. I want to understand what's really happening underlying, so I prefer using something low level like a command line. I'd say not one, but two books. The first being The Phoenix Project by Gene Kim and a few other authors. It's a business novel narrating a story of an IT organization challenged by real-world problems in IT. And this book introduced me to the concepts of DevOps and the 3 ways of DevOps, which are one of the core concepts in DevOps. I think that changed the way how I led teams and how I brought in software delivery from a dev perspective, that thinking into the developers that I led. So that's one book. And the second book is called Making Work Visible by Dominica De Grandes. That's also a very interesting book, I'd say. It's related to Phoenix Project, but again talks about software delivery. It talks about essentially making your work visible so you can identify hidden constraints in your workflow. And that also changed my entire perspective of leading teams and leading software developers. Interesting and challenging thing, I'd say. One, it requires a lot of commitment, so I have to kind of wake up a bit early in the morning before my kids are up. that's how my day starts. And important thing is just planning out the day. I also try to allocate some time to spend with the kids towards the end of the day. So because I start early, I can end a bit early. Yeah. I spend a little bit of time listening to podcasts in different areas, actually, not just tech, but also in different topics, little by little, just trying to understand the dynamics around different things. I think that has helped me kind of grasp knowledge in other areas as well, not to an expert level, but to a level where I have that information. It's usually during a drive. So just plug one of my AirPods and listen to a podcast or an audiobook. Yeah.